Hello and welcome to another review for Xbox One Reviews. I'm Daniel Waite and this is brought to you in association with Andrew Edney's moviesgamesandtech.com. Thanks to Andrew for allowing me to make content for his page, and thanks to the publishers and developers for the code. Today's review is Ravva and the Cyclops Curse, which is available to buy across multiple platforms for around £4. So let's wait no longer and see what it's all about. As a parent, you want to keep your children safe no matter the cost. What happens if you reverse the roles? Children rarely want to see their parents suffering and will do whatever it takes to help. This is the concept behind Ravva and the Cyclops Curse. It's a wonderfully old school title about precision, danger and magic. Developed by Guadalupe and East Asia Soft Limited and published by the latter, this is a retro puzzle platform title with fluid animations, challenging levels and a high score to aim for. It captures everything that makes old school gaming moreish. Set in a fantasy world, Ravva and the Cyclops Curse stretches the realms of reality. Blending precision platform elements with magic and problem solving, you are required to be on point if you want to get the most out of this title. The action takes place across 3 worlds and comprises 10 challenging stages. You'll explore dark forests, desolate wasteland and spooky castle halls in a title that has been inspired by classic platforming games. You control Ravva, a young apprentice summoner who lacks experience but has a kind heart. Her bravery and loyalty are tested when her mother loses her powers after being cursed by the evil Cyclops Lord. She must go on a perilous journey to save her mother and restore peace to their once calm and happy lands. Ravva's abilities are unusual as she commands 4 companions. Each has a unique role to play and helps you to overcome obstacles, open new pathways and tackle foes. You have your trusty wand to cast spells that destroy yellow blocks and kill monsters, but more importantly, you have your elemental friends to help. These comprise an ice fiend who freezes and slows creatures, a fire element that shoots upwards, a green mortar that blasts anything you encounter, and a cream all-seeing companion. Understanding each strength and weakness is key, and using them correctly is the only way you'll be victorious. Sadly, the Cyclops Lord commands a powerful army and has set multiple traps for you to overcome. You'll face demonic beings that shoot bombs, chase you down and float through the air. Selecting the correct companion to slow them down or to destroy them is easier said than done. You'll panic, lose your cool and die repeatedly, but this is half the fun. Ravva and the Cyclops Curse is unforgiving and only the best will survive. The traps range from simple spikes, falling blocks, gargoyles that shoot fire and rotating moving blades. You must plan ahead, time your action and pray for some good fortune. The difficulty this added to each playthrough was fantastic, and it made achieving the maximum points that bit more rewarding. An old school inspired platform game would be nothing without power-ups, secrets, limited lives and high scores. Fortunately, Ravva and the Cyclops Curse has it all. The combination of precision platforming and using your abilities to find secret orbs was fascinating. You watched the stage timer tick down as you slowly worked through each stage, trying to find everything, and this added vast amounts of pressure. If you don't like the thought of this, you can simply ignore the collectibles, but your end score is affected. This was a fantastic idea from the developer as it offered multiple playstyles and allowed me to decide how in depth I wanted to go. However, the power-ups weren't too original, but it mattered not. You can collect an improved wand, a limited use shield and extra lives. Other than this, the orbs you discover contain coins that increase your final score. The hunting of secrets is only achievable if you use your cream companion. He emits a wave of energy that uncovers any hidden objects or secret platforms. I loved this as the solution to your problems could stare you in the face and you'd never know it. As you complete each of the worlds, you are rewarded with an end-level boss. These gargantuan beasts combine elements of the monsters you have previously faced, but offer a much more stern test. However, with a small amount of practice, you'll manipulate their weaknesses and they'll succumb to your powers. The story culminates in the expected fight with the Cyclops Lord himself. I won't spoil it for you, but he's a bit of a dick, so buckle yourself in, as it's a bit of a bumpy ride. I'm a massive fan of retro gaming, and I love Ravva and the Cyclops Curse's unashamedly old school look. I also appreciated the nod to classic titles and adored this strangely familiar castle world. It reminded me of Super Mario Bros. 3 when you enter Bowser's castle. The fluid animation and combination of dank colours and bright tones made it pleasurable to look at and play. The sprites are well drawn and the enemy models vary for easy identification. I'm grateful that the developers added their twist to some well-trodden elements, and this makes for a unique yet familiar experience. The brilliantly simple audio only serves to enhance the retro nature of this game. The chiptune soundtrack and basic shrill sound effects belong in the museum, yet they complement the gameplay. The developers have captured the dated aesthetics perfectly, and fans of older games will adore everything they see and hear. I'm not the greatest at multitasking, and Ravva and the Cyclops Curse highlighted this. Jumping while flitting between companions was no mean feat, and I ballsed up repeatedly. Trying to flick from ice to wand or fire to mortar was tricky and took some practice. Other than this, the movement controls are fortunately accurate and extremely responsive. If you're not a bumbling fool like me, you'll have this mastered in no time. If, however, you struggle, it's still enjoyable, but it takes some effort. Though the story follows a definitive path and there are limited levels to explore, this still has lots of replay value. Thanks to its challenging high score system, you'll need to perfect the mechanics to reach the top of the leaderboard. If you die, your score is wiped, which you may consider harsh and unfair, but it's a necessary evil that forces you to keep playing. Completionists will love the small achievement list that can be finished in a few hours with very little effort. There are plenty of old school inspired titles that are great to play, but Ravva and the Cyclops Curse edges out some of its competitors. With its unique twist on the retro approach, I loved its fluidity, difficulty and level design. Its simplicity personified and demands you aim for the top of the leaderboard. I enjoyed it and recommend that you buy it. Can you explore the 10 challenging levels and defeat the Cyclops Lord? You best do, as your mother and the harmony of the land relies on it. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like what you've seen. If you have, give the video a like, comment below, and hit the subscribe button. Until next time, keep gaming.